Yes!
So I took a break from gaming for about a week to focus on finals, and I noticed some improvements in my mental as well as some things that weren't so good. And immediately this is going to be a completely different type of video where I'm just going to be talking over some gameplay that I got, so it might be a little bit longer of a video, cut-com style, so hopefully your attention span can handle that. But that's actually the first effect that I noticed from taking a break from gaming, is that my attention span rose significantly. Like I said, I took a break and I started studying, right? I hit the books, and I'm not even joking you, this is the first time I have read consecutive chapters in a textbook in 4, 5, 6 years. Something ridiculous. Like, somehow I'm a senior in college and have gotten to this point with straight A's without reading a textbook. I don't know how that's possible, but somehow I've done it, and I finally had to actually lock in and read a textbook. I had an extremely borderline grade in one of my major classes. It was like an 89, 90, and if I could do well in the final, I'd be chilling. I'd get an A, I'd finish with another 4.0, but like this time, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it, so I was like, all right, you know what? We will lock in, we'll open up that textbook, and we'll start reading, which I literally didn't even know if I was going to be able to do that. Like, I'm not joking you, when I first opened up the textbook, I tried to convert it to a PDF and like put Minecraft gameplay under it, so like I could do the fucking TikTok scroll strategy where it's like there's gameplay playing and then I don't actually have to like really lock in that much. But I realized that if I did that, there was no chance I was actually gonna get an A, so I just needed to read the book. And after, you know, being pissed off and not really sure how I was gonna be able to get it done, I just started brute forcing it, read the first page, and then I was like, all right, we'll keep going. We'll read the second page. So then I read the second page, and then I got to the third page, and believe it or not, then the fourth, and it miraculously just kept going. And I started reading consecutive chapters in a textbook. And don't get me wrong, like I like reading fiction, I mean, I don't read books obviously, but like in my prime in like elementary school, I loved the Magic Treehouse books. Like those were good books, and I loved reading fiction. I don't anymore, ironically, even though my name is literally Reed. I hate to read, but this was a textbook. There was nothing entertaining about this whatsoever. You couldn't imagine a fun scenario like you're in a time traveling treehouse. No, you're fucking reading a textbook. But I did take the test, and I ended up getting like a 92% on it, so it actually worked. So for the first time, because I took a break from gaming, I actually started to feel that attention span rise. However, it wasn't perfect. Like it wasn't all good. Even though I could feel my attention span, you know, slowly being nourished, I could also feel like my quick thinking wasn't as in tune. Like when you're gaming, you're obviously making split-second decisions all the time. Am I gonna make this edit? Am I gonna reset this edit? Am I gonna jump here? Am I gonna shoot here? Like, you're making all sort of last-second decisions, and it really keeps your brain like mentally acute. Like you're on top of everything. You're like, I'm aware of what's going on. So when I took a break from gaming, I started to realize that I wasn't as mentally acute, even though my attention span was getting better and I was learning more content and I was genuinely being smarter. I just wasn't as sharp. So for example, like something crazy would happen that I'd see and I wouldn't react to it. Like a teacher might say something out of pocket, or maybe you see like a car crash or something, and like I just wasn't really paying attention. Like I wasn't as aware. I wasn't on top of my game. That's kind of because I took a break from gaming, and I didn't need to make those like split-second decisions and like, you know, get ready. So I skateboard everywhere I go. I skate across intersections. So I'm telling you, if a car was flying at me and I was on my skateboard, I probably would have been hit, just fucking crumpled against the pavement, would not have been able to react quick enough. But if I'm gaming, then I would have been able to like fucking box that car up like a fucking fish or whatever and get out of the way. But one of the other things that came with taking a break from gaming was also making content. And I realized that after, you know, around a week and a half, I really missed this shit. Like I was sitting in my bed kind of brainstorming ideas, like brainstorming comments, like things like that, and I wasn't making videos, I wasn't editing, and I just started like missing it. So that's why I know, like every time I take some sort of small break, I always know I'll come back eventually. Who knows how long that break will be, but I've done multiple breaks and I always come back. So, I mean, subscribe, because you'll never miss me permanently. I'll be back at some point. However, because I wasn't gaming during this break, that is obviously a big passion of mine. I love playing video games. It's just a really fun thing. But I realized that when I wasn't doing this thing that brought me a lot of passion, there was kind of just like this hole. There was this void inside of me. There was this hole in my soul, you know, and gaming wasn't filling that. So I kind of started to think of other things that I was really passionate of that started to fill that hole, that filled that void in my soul. So took a break from gaming for about a week, and then I started realizing that, holy shit, I really miss snowboarding. Holy shit, I really miss playing the guitar. And those are the two big things that really stood out to me during this time away from gaming, is I really want to pick those things back up. So I started watching a ton of snowboarding videos, which are super exciting and I recommend to anyone. Obviously, I'm from Colorado. Well, I guess that's not obvious if you're a first time watching me, but I'm from Colorado, big mountains there, so snowboarding and skiing are like a big pastime where I'm from, and I really love doing it. Unfortunately, if you're not in a place with mountains, then, you know, you can't do it as easily. That was something that I started to miss. And then the other thing, which is more accessible to everyone, is guitar. I was never really good at it. I just like played it once during COVID to like impress a girl. And now that I'm single, I was like, playing the guitar, you know, trying to get the riz back, and I really enjoyed it. Like, making music out of nothing is just so cool to me. Really just making anything from nothing. Even this video, you know, this video didn't exist before I made it. Weird concept, obviously, but I think it is just really cool and really fun. By the way, I'm sure you've noticed that this video is super kind of, oh my god, I just dropped my phone. But this video is super ADHD type of based. All the other videos I've made in the past have been scripted. I really make sure to plan out what I'm gonna say before the video, but I kind of like these videos more where I just talk and ramble, and I think I connect more with you guys in the comments because you guys can relate more. So I don't know, maybe I could be completely off my rocker on that one, but if you guys do kind of relate with it, let me know. But the other thing that I just wanted to touch on really quickly is, how the fuck did Fortnite drop 4 new game modes while I was away? Like, I literally took a break for a week and a half, and Fortnite dropped Chapter 6, huge like game mode with a bunch of new mechanics and map changes and things like that. Then they dropped Fortnite OG, which is obviously what's playing in the background. I didn't get to play, either of those really until recently. And then they dropped a Fortnite like 5v5 Counter-Strike type of game mode. Like, that came out of nowhere. And now they're dropping some like Lego GTA like free roam like roleplay type of game mode, and like Fortnite's just going ballistic. Like, they're dropping all of these things like right during finals week, like right when I'm taking my break. Like, what the fuck, Epic? Like, why couldn't you do this like right after Christmas, like when everyone's on break? You got to do it right during finals. And some of you guys probably got off break a little earlier, or maybe you're getting off a little later, but it's like, Jesus, I just wish they like thought that through a little bit more. I mean, they probably thought it through a ton, and that's why they dropped it during December when everyone is going to be on break, but I guess I wish they just did it like a week later. But now I'm done with school. I'll try to make a lot more content. I'm going back home for the holidays, so I won't have my entire gaming rig with me. I'll just be doing some quick edits on my laptop. I'll be keeping up the content, but it won't be as crazy over edited as my old videos were. But I also want to try like this new kind of style of just yapping to you guys, see how it goes. So maybe we'll try that over break, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want another yap session, this is me before I took my break, and then this is me also talking about some school related shit just because the semester is ending. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Reid the Ninja. Use code Reid the Ninja, and I'm signing off.